Welcome back guys to the PvP build for the Necrom chapter. I'm on my Necromancer, on my permablock PvP tank. I did this build a couple months back already, but now with some adjustments. Back then did some mistakes. With still leeching plate on the back bar, our healing over time basically. It's not super effective in open feed situations, so I would recommend to bait your opponents in close corners, in gaps, like behind a crate, behind a tree, that kind of stuff. Like this leeching will get extremely empowered and heats like crazy. On the front bar still resilient your kid up for extra healing. When you block you do magic damage to all enemies within 10 meters and then heal for 100% of the damage done. If you have 10-15 targets on yourself, this thing heats like a truck. Really effective. For extra healing, a Mythic Ring, Ring of the Pale Order, restore 20% of the damage you deal as health. The damage of Leeching Plate and Resilient Ucata is more than enough for the Pale Order here. Really effective on this build, with 1 20th filler and Malubeth for major vitality, 16% extra healing as monster set. Also heats quite a bit. So setup wise no changes, I just changed some small stuff like glyphs. I'm still with 3 prismatic glyphs on the big pieces, but I put 2 Magicka glyphs on top instead of stamina, simply because I had really Magicka sustain issues. Stamina is not an issue on this build. Keep in mind we have double eye staff slotted, means we block with our Magicka with trifocus. Really important with this build. You need this passive here, otherwise it will not work. With 6 heavy armor pieces and 1 medium armor, I'm using 1 medium belt simply for the Undaunted passive for 2% extra Magicka, stamina and health. Traits full sturdy of course, it's a permablock build. Full infused with block cost reduction on the jewelry. Double eye staff like I said, on the main and powered for extra healing. And defending on the back bar for extra resistance. I'm using those minor vitality poisons, but they rarely proc since we don't have time to light and heavy attack in between. Quick look on the skills, main hand, still Scythe. Heats an insane amount of healing, especially if you have, let's say, 5-6 targets on you. The burst heal is insane. Immovable still as basically CC immunity. If you keep this up every 6 seconds, nothing can stun you. It also delivers 30% block mitigation with 6 heavy armor pieces. It's brutal. Next skill, X-Punch and Modify, our most important one. Removing up to 2 negative effects, so it's a purge, costs 2k HP, and restoring 500 Magicka and stamina for each negative effect removed. Per global cooldown, 1/1k Magicka and stamina, even in permablock, so this is basically our sustain ability. Without X-Punch and Modify, you will be out of juice in around 15 to 20 seconds. So really important, spam the thing if you have everything up. Gives even wide slotted 3% cost reduction on our abilities. Then Necrotic Potency, mainly just slotted for 3% damage reduction, but also as ulti regen important. Revealing Flare, just slotted for major protection, 10% damage reduction. And new on the main hand, I'm using Temporal Guard for minor protection, another 5% damage mitigation. Don't use this ability, it's just slotted. Our ultimate is the Goliath on the backhand. You are basically immortal in Goliath for 20 seconds. Then back bar Backling Armor. When this ability is active, enemies that strike you with ranged attacks, so all those range bobos, will be pulled to you once every 2 seconds. Why is it important to pull your enemies? Basically for Resilient Ucata. When you block, right, you deal magic damage to all enemies. Means your enemies need to be close, within 10 meters, otherwise Resilient Ucata is nonsense. That's why you need a pull ability. Backling Armor just does it passively. Spirit Guardian next for 10% extra unique damage mitigation, also heats like crazy. Mortal Coil, extra healing and Magicka and stamina recovery, and also while slotted your healing done is increased by 3%. Vigor as self heal and also minor resolve, 3k armor. I try to keep it up every, let's say, 6 to 7 seconds if I go to my back bar to proc Leeching Plate. I didn't use it on the previous build, not sure why, but it's definitely better with Vigor. Then Flare also on the back bar slotted for major protection, and Goliath, like I said, our ultimate. Race, probably one of the worst one. I'm Khajiit on this character. Better choice would be Argonia, Breton, Imperial, Dunmore, basically every other race to be honest. Khajiit is nonsense. Mundus the Lord for extra 2.2k max HP. I'm a vampire this time. I didn't was before, simply for Vamp stage 3 for the passive Undeath. This one here, reduce the damage taken up to 30% based on your missing health. Gives us extra tankiness we need. In cost of course, cost increase, so our abilities cost now 8% more. But still worth it in my opinion. The Undeath passive is really broke, especially for low HP. Twisted food, sugar scout still is buff food. 33 points in Magicka and the rest in health. No points in stamina. Our goal is to get around 20k stam and around 24k Magicka. HP around 40 to 41k HP is important, since our sets display both on, take a guess, max health. Also Malubeth. Potions, the normal twisted potions. NCP is still the same, Focus Mending and the Resolve reduce the damage taken by damage over time abilities, especially the burning status effect deals insane amount of damage, Ironclad and USB buff for more damage mitigation, Recipe's Bracing Anchor, while in combat increase the amount of damage you can block by 4%, but reduce your movement speed. Movement speed is kinda nonsense anyway. With immovable, doesn't really matter, but a 20% block mitigation is welcomed. Survival Instincts for 25% cost reduction on our core abilities should be better than Sustained by Suffering, since we don't need any Magicka recovery in a permablock, right? Pain's Refuge for even more damage mitigation, another 20%, and On Guard for another 10% block mitigation. About the rotation, I did it already in the previous build. I will just link it in the description below, check it out. If you have questions, type them down below or add me on Discord. Thanks for watching, enjoy some more gameplay footage, and I see you guys hopefully in the next video. Peace.